What's going on, golf addicts? DB here. It's Amex 2023 week for PGA West, and we got 3 golf courses. It's one of those things, man. We've been doing this 8 years, man, and these 2 multiple course tournaments really get me going. But I'm fired up, man. I'm fired up. We're coming off the Siwoo victory. You know, I had the graphic up there. You can get your Siwoo t-shirts right now. We sold a bunch of them just last night after he brought it home against Hayden Buckley at the Sony. Happy to see it. Love seeing Siwoo get it done. Um, couldn't have been happier. And, you know, I wasn't on him. I wasn't on him in the beginning of the week. After Saturday, I was like, you know what? We're going to hit Siwoo live at plus 850. If you were following on Twitter, if you were in the Nut Hut, that was the one play I gave. And it happened. I knew it. I knew he was going to close the door. He's a killer when he's on. Now, was I thinking that the decision on 18 was a little weird? Yes, I was. I was nervous. Thought it was weird. He teed it up like he was hitting it off at Epcot with a 3-wood. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I thought he was about to do a trick shot. Really strange. I don't know if maybe he's trying to be a social media trick shot influencer as well as a PGA Tour player. We've seen Bryson do that a little bit. Maybe Siwoo's trying to carve his lane. But here we are, first look betting show. I'm going to open up the odds. I'm going to talk about who's, kind of jumping out at me to start. But because of the 3-course rotation, because I don't want to cover all this crap in the actual podcast tonight, I'm going to do a little course breakdown. We're going to talk about the golf courses. We're going to look at weather because this is going to be key before we click bets and names and outrights and all that good stuff. Okay. So holler at you. Thanks for being in the chat. I see AK. I see my boy Nick in here, JBB, Daddy Kane, Steve Dub, my guys in here, Bobby. Listen. Oh, yeah. Bobby brings up a good point. If you're not catching the sleepers video every week, you need to catch it. It's about 10 to 12 minutes every single week. I give you 2 names I think could be a sleeper. I'm doing some research. I'm looking at early ownership projections and seeing guys kind of low. Chris Kirk was my guy last week. Robbie Shelton as well, but he sucked. So let's only talk about Chris Kirk because that's how you tout, baby. That's how you tout. If you don't know how to tout, that's how you tout. What up, Chris? I see you. How you doing, buddy? Um, mm. Okay, let's take a look at these golf courses. Stadium course, Nicholas course, as Pat said, our first year doing the podcast, La Quinta. Okay, that's real. Check the tape. 3 courses, 50. Everybody's going to play 54 holes, 3 rounds. Then there's going to be a cut. Then whoever makes the cut is going to play the 4th round also at the stadium course. So if you make the cut, you're playing 2 rounds at the stadium course, and everybody's playing a round at each. It is a pro-am, and it's a pro-am with average Joes. So no Larry Cable or Beyonce or Carl. Well, I don't know. I think Carlton might be here. Bill Crystal. No. God dang it. What's his name? Bill, the funny guy. Bill Murray. God dang it. Okay. Bill Crystal's funny too. Billy Crystal's funny too. Loved him in what was that Western movie? That was a good one. I'm dating myself. Anyway, Pro-Am, easy pins, set up for scoring, long rounds, but they're not too bad because they're all split up on 3 courses, so it's okay. West Coast, it's the West Coast swing, baby. We're in Cali, California love. I wish I knew how to play music, but like I wish I could play. I guess you can't because of YouTube, huh? I wish I could play music in the background. Like I would have a sick Tupac playlist going right now. Drop your favorite Tupac song in the comments, please. Hit the like button too while you're here. Subscribe to the video if you haven't already. I feel like I'm off to a good start right now. I feel like I'm in a good YouTube zone at the moment. All right. They're all par 72. They're all between 7,000, 7,200 yards. So all kind of short courses. Pete Dye designed the stadium course. Nicholas obviously designed the Nicholas course. It'd be weird if Arnold Palmer designed it. What if Palmer designed a course and called it the Nicholas course? Just be like, hey, man, shout out. It'd be like me designing a course and calling it the Perry course. I would never do that. That's dumb AF. So no, Jack definitely did that one. La Quinta was designed by some dude, Frank Hughes and Lawrence Hughes, which frankly, I don't care because you know what? I'm not an architect guy. I don't give a rip. If I like the golf course, I like the golf course. I'm not going to nerd out over architecture, but mad respect to those who do. POA overseeded. We learned this last year from our little friend in the caddy info thread. There's some people that talk about this thing being like Bermuda-ish. And it's not. Okay, so if you're going to look at putting, we're going to look at POA and we're going to look at just putting in general. So or look at POA strictly or just putting in general. Good putters. Okay. This was famously called on a microphone he did not anticipate it picking up by John Rahm, a effing putting contest. That's what John Rahm called it last year. By the way, how, How did we not start with this? Everybody remember me hitting Hudson Swafford at 250 to 1 last year at this tournament? Gosh, flipping dang. 250 to 1. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? He was on DB's Big Balls betting card. We won 50 units off of that bet last year. God, oh, Hudson, I love you, Huddy. Even though you're on Live, I love you. I told him when I was in Miami at the Live event, I walked with Huddy and HV3, and I was like, dude, biggest bet I ever hit was your ass at the Amex. Thank you so much. Like, he was cool about it. He actually loves betting. Mm. Maybe Liv will let him bet on himself, huh? But like bet on Liv. That'd be cool. What if Liv was like, you know what? We don't care. You can bet on us if you want. Tank the whole thing. Let's be chaotic. All right, no, I don't want to get off topic. All right, let's look at some other things about this golf course. You're gonna hear this a lot too. Like, which course plays harder? Do you want it on the tougher day? The stadium course is the more difficult course, but the gap between the stadium course and the Nicholas course has definitely narrowed in recent years. And then Nicholas and La Quinta um, basically are basically the same. So it's not that much different. I mean, last year, for example, 36 hole averages. The stadium played a full one shot harder than La Quinta, and like actually the Nicholas played easier and played like 1.2 shots easier than the Nicholas over 36 holes. So it's not that big of a difference. But the other thing is, early weather reports right now show absolutely nothing. Again, this is 3 weeks in. I want to see some wind, man. I want the winds of the West. Where are the winds? What are we doing? Wind just taking a nap? Like, wind. Come on, man. What are we doing? Go to a PGA Tour event, man. Get in. It's cheap. Blow. Create some carnage. Even the projected wind doesn't show up. So I would love to see some wind. I would love to see some wind this week. But I don't think we're gonna get it because right now it looks pretty mild. And I'll say this: it does look a little chilly though. It looks a little chilly. But right now I'm seeing no weather wave advantage because typically, like we do this video on a Monday, I'd be like, I don't know if I want to really first click some guys right off the bat because of weather. But I think actually, based on what we're seeing right now, we can probably go ahead and fire on some of these guys. We're gonna save some bullets. We're gonna save some bullets because stuff's gonna happen. Okay, so we're gonna keep one sidearm holstered, but we're gonna pull out the other one from wherever. Maybe it's around your ankle. Maybe it's over here. Maybe it's right here. We're gonna pull one of them out, but we're gonna keep the other one holstered just in case. Past champions. I just mentioned my boy Huddy. Siwoo Kim won this event in 2021. Andrew Landry won this event. Adam Long, John Rahm, ever heard of him? Hudson Swafford again. Jason Duffner, Bill Haas, Patrick Reed, Brian Gay, Mark Wilson. I mean, murderer's row if I've ever seen one, right? A bunch of long shots. I mean, triple digit winners. Hudson Swafford, Andrew Landry, Adam Long, 3 of the last 4 years. Hudson at 250, Landry at 200, Adam Long at 500 to 1 or whatever. I mean, that's freaking long. Rahm is the only short winner we've had really since like as far back as I have in front of me. Bill Haas was at 30 to 1. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine living in a world where Bill Haas was 30 to 1? I would abuse my children if I had to do that. I wouldn't really. That's just a joke. Don't strike me on YouTube. So this could totally be a mid-range or long shot deal. However, the problem is we got some dang studs showing up because the field is hot. The field's hot. Okay. 10 of the last 13 winners here had betting odds of 55 to 1 or higher. 13 of the last 15 played in an Amex before. 12 of the last 15 played in at least 2. 12 of the last 15 played in the Sony before the Amex. That one's interesting. I mean, there are some names in here that you're going to look at and be like, "Oh, that's tempting," especially at the number. But they didn't play the Sony and they didn't play the Century. Odds are, trends are, that's not ideal. Like this is rust off season, right? This is rust off. You should create a product called Rust Off and sponsor the Century through what's after Pebble? Farmers is next, then Pebble. Like the Century through Farmers Pebble should be sponsored by Rust Off, the Rust Off Challenge. You got to knock the rust off. You got rust on your car, rust on your Yeti, rust on your dog cage. Spray rust off and watch a PGA Tour event and watch guys get the rust off. I mean, really, that you should do that. Somebody should do that. Free idea. So that's something to know. Let's look at some quotes from play. I just some key quotes here, and I know it's just my face on a screen, and I'm sorry, but it is what it is. I don't like. I could do all the switching and stuff. It's just going to take longer. So I'm just going to rattle this off. All right. I think it was. Let's see who. There's some interesting quotes in here that I wanted to read off, but now I can't effing find them. No, that's not good. This is great. This is really good content here. Now I was on a roll and now I'm not. John Rahm, the stadium course, peak dye design, where I played for 4 years of my life. Got to be more accurate off the tee because being in the fairway more important. Small greens, water in play. Clearly the hardest golf course of the three. Yeah, we get that. Let's see. Chris Kirk, boring. I like this from Finau. I thought this was good from Finau. On the stadium course. It's a golf course that fits someone who hits it far. I can reach all the par fives on the stadium course. As we know in this game, it's going to come down to scoring, come down to putting, especially on this type of course. I don't think you're going to hit too many balls out of bounds. You might hit some in the water, but ultimately the game comes down to who's going to make the most putts on the weekend. It was interesting that he talked about distance there. Max Homa, this is exactly like what I play in Scottsdale, Whisper Rock, Silverleaf. Adam Hadwin talked about how it plays similar to Scottsdale. Anyway, I really jacked that part up. We came to a screeching halt here on the video, but all right, let's just get into it. What are we gonna do here? Let's see. Let me check the chat real quick. Jason Graham, what up? AC, what up? Nick, I think I already said hey to you. Darren Walker, I keep wanting to see Darren Waller in there. Be like Darren Waller's a fan. How you doing? Who else? Big Dan. Thank you, Big Dan. 36, actually 40 something watching, only 5 likes. Come on, hit the button. I don't even think it does anything, guys. I don't think it does anything, but just make me feel good. Fear the Pig, love it. California Love, Dear Mama, love those songs. Love them. California Love, dude, has to be City Slickers. That was it. Thank you, Viewtorials and Jason Graham. City Slickers. What Macklemore? What? Those are the. I was like, what? Those are not. Why are we talking about Macklemore? I was talking about Tupac. Okay, those are the guys that are going to be in the thing. Joanne, how you doing, girl? Good to see you. BM 3695 got the Siwoo thing. Holler, way to go, buddy. Bobby. Okay, all right. Let's get to it. All right, so here's the deal. If you're new, I'm going to start going through the odds. I haven't done a lot of research, haven't run any models. I just know the golf courses. I know the players. I'm going to start looking at numbers I like. We're going to do some line shopping. Help me out in the chat if you can. By the way, this video is going to be Nut Hut exclusive come around Waste Management time. So we only got a few more weeks of doing this. It crushed last year. We haven't hit a winner yet on here this year, but it crushed last year. And so if you want to continue enjoying these on Monday morning, I hope you do. Hop in the Nut Hut. And by the way, the Nut Hut is just continuing to absolutely crush it. So had 2 good weeks to start off the year. Very excited about what's coming in the Nut Hut. Okay. I'm just going to go to DraftKings to start, and then we'll shop. I got FanDuel and BetMGM open. If you guys are watching with me and you can, open up some other books. Let's do a lot of line shopping here and see what we got. If I'm talking about a name, give me a name, a name and number in a book. If you find something longer, my guy Steve Dubb is really good at this. All right. I mean, what a stacked field for the Amex. What is happening? This isn't even a designated event. Is there something going on at PGA West? Are the Chainsmokers playing on Wednesday night? Why are so many of these guys here? I don't understand. I don't understand. John Rahm, Scotty Scheffler, Patrick Cantlay, Tony Finau, Xander, Willie Z, Tom Kim, Sungjae, Burns, Young. Like, what are all these people doing here? This is crazy town. Like Cantlay, Rahm usually play consistently. This is awesome. I mean, what a great field for a non-designated or whatever they're calling it event now. However, I'm not betting any of these guys. Why would I bet these guys? Did you hear the list of winners here? Did you hear me say Ron talking about what a putting contest this is? Why would I bet these fools at 25-1? I wouldn't. Okay? I tried this last week. I tried it. I tried to go Tom Kim. I tried to go Tom Kim. I put all my eggs in the Tom Kim basket plus the Bills money line. God dang it. That was a sweat. But I tried. And this is what happens when you bet favorites. You just they screw you. So I'm not doing this anymore. I realize John Rahm should run away with this thing. Um, why is he the same odds to win this as he was the Century? That makes zero sense. He has to beat 100 and something more golfers here, and I don't understand. I don't understand that. I don't understand that logic. But anyway, I don't want any of these guys. If you want them, great. You don't need me to tell you to play Tony Finau or bet Tony Finau. No, let's not do it. So I'm not going to do it. So we'll make this quick. I'm going to skip that. Taylor Montgomery and Siwoo right there at 35 are the first ones I want to look at. Now, Siwoo, what are we going to do? Siwoo, are we thinking Siwoo's going to put that in the comments? Is Siwoo going to go back to back, or is Siwoo going to be like, oh, F it? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. So, but Taylor Montgomery, I am intrigued somewhat by him. Let's see. He's not played here before, but I mean the guy continues to just do his thing. 35 to 1 though is probably not. It's probably not smart, honestly. It's probably not. It's probably not a first click. I'm not going there. All right, let's keep working. So this is good. We'll get to some bombs here because this is bomb. This is a bomby tournament. Davis and Thigala definitely jump out. Davis at 50, Thigala at 55. Any better numbers there? Oh, by the way, Taylor Montgomery's 45 to 1 on FanDuel. Now that is interesting. Give me the extra 10 points. I like that. Thigala. Actually, what does MGM not have odds up yet? What are they doing? Oh, they're probably waiting on my video, huh? I'm a line mover. Oh no, here they are. Okay. Taylor Montgomery 45 on MGM too. I don't hate that. Sahith is 60. Davis is 66. There's always a guy on Monday morning that is shorter everywhere else, and MGM just throws a 66 on him. It was JT Poston, I think, last week. I love it. Thank you, MGM, for the random 66 to 1 guy that's shorter everywhere else. Okay, so I like the Davis 66 number. I like the Sahith 60 number. Don't we feel good about those guys? Don't we feel good? I mean, why not? Why the heck not? What has Davis? So Davis has played here 3 times, finished 28th, 29th, and 3rd in 2021. I don't think Sahith has played here before. I got to use my command search or my command. What is it? Command F. I never can remember this. Digala. 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 Where is Sahith? No, this is not working. It was not letting me search. Did Sahith withdraw? Is he in the field? Do we know? Is he actually in the field? Sahith Thigala. Oh, by the way. Oh, yes, he's in the field. Okay. He played here last year, finished 33rd. Okay. I think I'm going to play Sahith. BM likes him. BM likes him. Okay, so Sahith at 60, Davis is 66. I like both of those. What do you guys think? Keep working down. I think it would be tempting to play Pendrith, but first event back, I think I'll pass. KH, I mean, KH Lee continues to impress me. Like, I talk about this a lot. These guys that it seems like they've just leveled up a little bit. Like they've just just slightly taken a level up. Some a few more steps than others. I feel like KH has jumped up a notch. He's played here 4 times. He's not done great. He's got a miscut, and then his best finish is like a 21st. But again, he feels like a different player. He's getting his 5th lap around here. He played the Century and the Sony. The Sony, because I played him a lot on Prize Picks at the Sony, and he just didn't. I don't know. Like he was making a ton of birdies, but I felt like he was just making mistakes. Where Kyung? How come I can't find these damn guys? Oh, there he is. Okay. Yeah, 28th at the Sony, 7th at the Century. What's his best number? So he's 60. He's 60 to 1 on MGM, 65 on FanDuel. and 60 on MGM. So FanDuel's got the better number on KH. I don't mind that. Um, I mean, it very likely is going to turn into a birdie fest, right? I mean, it has been. It's been in the 20s every single year since 2012, and I'm even looking further back than that. So it's probably continued on into that. Um, and KH, we know can go low. You just got to get the bogeys off the card. He had a few extra bogeys. All right, let me stop and take a look in the chat real quick, see if I missed anything. um, duh, 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 duh. What up? Golf Tips Checker. What up? If you guys aren't following them on Twitter, you should. Mm. Oh, thank you, Chris. Gosh dang it. Nut Hut, best cash I've ever dropped. Got to build the brand. Yeah, you're a man of the people. Oh, Hootie's there. That's what it is. Darius Rucker's playing. So all the studs are coming out. No. And I like Darius Rucker. But you know who plays like 11 PGA Tour events or charity events throughout the year? Darius Rucker. You know who you know who's not drawing 5 of the top 10 guys in this field to come to the golf tournament this week? Darius Rucker. Hold my hand. I got a great Darius Rucker impression. All right, let's keep going. I'm not going to check the chat because it'll distract me. Then I'll be like Pat and be an asshole. Okay, so far, Sahith, Davis, Montgomery on FanDuel at 45, KH Lee at 65. Nobody on DraftKings. Nobody's the right number on DK yet. Scrolling. What? Scrolling. Come on. Scrolling. What? Remember that Limp Biscuit? Limp Biscuit? Y'all, God dang it. Y'all remember Limp Biscuit? I used to love Limp Biscuit. What a guy. Fred Durst, backwards red hat. Woodstock. Remember he effed everything up at Woodstock? Why did that just happen to me? Dude, I'm vibing right now. I might just stay live for the whole day. Even if I'm just by myself, I'm just going to stay live and just keep doing my thing. Andrew Putnam makes me stop scrolling. I mean, we're all just sitting there like, hey, when's this guy going to stop putting like he's goddamn, peak Jordan Spieth married with Jack Nicklaus, married with 2000s level Tiger Woods? Like, when are we going to do that? Darren Waller. Can I just call you Darren Waller, tight end for the Raiders? No, I'm sorry, Darren Walker. Andrew Putnam opens up at 90-1 at William Hill in the UK, now cut into 60. Dang. Darren, you should have texted me in the middle of the night when I could get 90-1, bro. Well, when I was still getting my rims and you were awake looking at 90-1 Putnam. That is nice. 60-1 Putnam, though, I'm still a sucker. Like, why am I a sucker? Well, it just feels like he's really close, right? Like, I mean, not really close, but he's played so good. Fourth at the Sony. He wasn't really ever in contention at the Sony. Maybe he was, but not late on Sunday. But you know what? He's got that mustache now. Hell, I mean, I wouldn't want to play against the dude. I wouldn't want to play against him. Chris says, Chris, okay, thank you. Yeah. DK was on Putnam, was 90-1 this morning on Putnam. So he must be getting hammered. Well, you know what? I'll keep doing it. I don't even care. I'll keep hammering because I'll still bet it. I'm still going to do it at 60-1. That may be irresponsible. You may be like, dude, what a fish. what a fish you are for doing that after he's been bet down. This is a terrible number, but I don't care. I like it. 60-1 DraftKings. Adam Hadwin, are we doing that? This is his first event this year. Does he normally do that? Let's take a look at that because he's played really well here before. Doesn't he have the 59 here as well? Let's see what his schedule normally looks like. Okay. Let's see. In 2022, yeah, he went straight to the Amex, finished 25th. In 2021, straight to the Amex, finished 32nd. In 2020, he did not play the Amex. In 2019, he played the Sony. Ooh, so in 2019, when I think he shot that 59 or whatever, he finished runner-up and played the Sony before. In 2018, he finished third, played the Tournament of Champions before. This is why we do this, people. God, kiss our brains. In 20, okay, here's the one that bucks the trend. In 2017, maybe that was the year he did the 59. God knows. 2017, he finished runner up. That was his first event. So really, only that one time. Yep. And in 2016, played the Amex, finished sixth, but played the Sony the week before. So really, only the one time in 2017 did he have a good finish, a top 10 finish, where he did not play the week before. And he's coming in this week not having played the week before. So maybe we just big brained fading Adam Hadwin. And everybody in the community is gonna be like, I love Adam Hadwin. I love Adam Hadwin. You know, maybe everybody's gonna be doing that, and we can just be like, okay, cool, yeah, man, me too. And then fade his ass. And then he'll finish 48th. Or if he wins, we will clip this 1 minute rant and embarrass me. I'll admit I'm wrong. You know, that was one of my New Year's resolutions, is admitting that I'm wrong. Ben wants me to do that more, so I'll try to do that. Okay, that was our Adam Hadwin breakdown that took way too long. So let's skip that. Well, let's see. What's the number? 65 to 1 on DraftKings. Because I mean, 55 to 1 on FanDuel. What's the best number for Adam Hadwin? 55 to 1. No, I mean, so let's just forget it. Let's just act like we didn't. So AC's in here. AC says Hadwin is ass showdown play. Is there an ass showdown lobby on DraftKings that I wasn't familiar with, where we do? Is there just butt stuff going on in there? What are we doing? Is it who shows their ass? Is it who has a good ass? Which one of those showed? This is a dumb joke. I'm sorry, but AC's a really sharp showdown player, and you should be in the Nut Hut tailing his stuff. He's good. Oh, what's up? We got one from the Mooney Gang. D. Schindler got that Siwoo from the Mooney chat. Hey, thanks, man. Thanks for hopping in. The Mooney Gang is off the chain. It's from my buddy Kenny McAndress Discord. God bless him. Okay, let's keep moving. Let's keep rolling. Right. The videos have gotten longer. The first look videos have gotten longer in 2023, despite my goal to make them shorter. But I don't care. Wow, Hadwin's. Putnam's already dropped. Putnam just dropped on DraftKings in the last 30 seconds. Are you watching right now, DraftKings? Are you watching? Don't do that, man. He just dropped. He was 60 to 1 when we were talking about Putnam on DraftKings. Now he's 50 to 1. Did you guys fire on him? Do I have somebody with a big bankroll in here that just fired on Hadwin? God, I want to rip my shirt. If this wasn't a Siwoo shirt, I would rip it. Like they did in the old days to show anger. Dang it. I hate it when books do that. Prize Picks does that crap all the time. Pisses me off. In all honesty, DraftKings is not paying any attention to me. So that was just a fake. That was fake outrage, which is popular. Okay. We already talked about Cage Lee. Pendrith. This is his first event, I think, right? Rose, Davis Riley. Did Davis Riley play the Century? Am I making that up? Did Riley play the Century? Mr. Riley. Why do I feel like he did? Guys, I don't know. If you've been here long enough, I have a terrible memory, so I apologize. But what can somebody tell me, because I can't find his freaking. Okay, no, he didn't. Thank God. Okay, I didn't. Okay. Do we like Davis Riley? I don't know. Will Gordon's playing good right now. He's 80 to 1. I mean, this isn't a perfect spot for him, but he still plays. He's playing really good. 28th. I don't mind it. 80 to 1 on DraftKings. Where's Gordon on FanDuel? Willie G. What, guys, help me find. Oh, it's 100 to 1 on FanDuel. Okay. Daddy likes. And he's 90 to 1 on MGM. So FanDuel's the number for Will Gordon. I don't mind it. Don't mind that one at all. Denny McCarthy, nope. Keith Mitchell, nope. Fowler, I'm excited to see Fowler, but I'm not betting him outright. Not this week, but I am bullish on his season as a whole. Rogers, this is his first event of the year. Why is Poston 90 to 1? That makes no sense. He should be shorter than that. Where is JT? He's 90 to 1 on DraftKings. Poston I mean, he's just played uh he just played the Century and the Sony. Where the why is why is my search not working? It was working before and now it's not working. Do I just need to go alphabetical? Yeah, let me just go alphabetical order here. This is easier. Well, now I got to go. Now I got to do the A B C D E F G. Okay. 21st at the Sony, 21st at the Century. At this event, couple missed cuts, a 25th, a 37th, a 7th. He had the 25th last year, a 7th in 2019. But like, why isn't this a good spot for him other than it's POA, which is whatever. So I like JT. Like, why would he be 90 to 1? That just feels like a good value. Where is he everywhere else? On FanDuel. FanDuel, he's 50. FanDuel, he's 50 to 1. MGM, he's 55. Guys, we have to hit JT at 90 to 1. Like 90 to 1 on DraftKings. Can anyone find a better number? Yeah. Thank you. BM, auto bet at 90 to 1. He is. That is ridiculous. For a guy who's played the last two events, fits the course outside of just POA, but he's still overall a really good putter. I mean, I read the list of names to you guys who've won this thing. Andrew Landry, Adam Long, Hudson Swafford twice, Jason Duffner, Bill Haas, Patrick Reed, Brian Gay, Mark Wilson. Like, JT posted 91. Thank you. Yeah. Okay. Let's do that. That's for sure happening. Grillo, Joel Damon. If you're not in the Nut Hut, you need to be. I dropped a little nugget on Joel Damon this morning. Seabez continues to not be a winner. How about that? You like that? Chris Kirk, 110. Sure. What's why would Chris Kirk be 110? Finished third last week. Oh, because he sucks here, maybe. But you know what? I don't really know that course history is all that correlated here. He's got a 16th place finish and three missed cuts since 2018. Last 5 years here. But I mean, I don't hate that. Chris Kirk, 110. Like that just. He's 80 to 1 on FanDuel. He's 80 to 1 on MGM. I don't mind that value at all. Like I said, what was it, like 13 of the last 15 winners here played the Sony? Sorry. Okay. God, I'm going so slow. Who else do we like here? Fam? There's probably a lot of bombs in here I like. God dang, there's Naismith looking all fine, but I'm not going to do it because it's first event. Lee Hodges, I'm excited about. I had him here. Ooh. Last year, if you go back and scroll up into caddy info on the Nut Hut, last year Amex, I don't know where I was, but I put a post in there and all it said was, hey, I'm at dinner and I'm in the bathroom, but I just got a nugget that Lee Hodges is striping it. And that was on like Wednesday night. And that was when nobody knew, who was a Lee Hodges, right? Well, he gets in, I think he was in the final group and he finishes third. So, all it takes is one or two of those weeks. We had one last week that came in late on Wednesday night. It was a guy that I was not on Monday night, and we got some intel on the course that said this dude is ready to go. He's got an aggressive game plan. He's going to make birdies, and he was like 8 or 9% on DraftKings. We dropped it in on Wednesday night. He finished T7. So sips coffee. Just telling you. So Lee Hodges is tempting, but no. Ben Taylor. I mean, heck, the Britishman with the putter obviously had a good week. I think was he in the final group or the second to last group last week? Could be an interesting spot. 180 to 1 on DraftKings. Where is he? 230 to 1 on FanDuel. That's a bomb. I might do that. I would like to bet Bo Hostler, but I don't want to play him the first time out. Davis Thompson had a good Sunday. He's 180 to 1, but probably not. David Lipsky, 180 to 1. Guys, like David Lipsky, this is what I like about David Lipsky. The guy won on the Korn Ferry Tour. He's won on the DP World Tour. Like he's won it he's won on big stages. Like he's not just some scrub or some rookie. Like, and I mean, he didn't play great yesterday, but I I liked it. Um, God, man, these books are dropping numbers. Sahith and Davis have dropped on MGM. Where is who am I talking about? Who's I talking about? Who am I talking about? Oh yeah, Lipsky. Lipsky. Where's Lipsky on MGM? These numbers, man. Come on. Johnny Vegas is 200 to 1 here on MGM. Huh. I guess we haven't seen him in a long time. Can anybody find Lipsky on MGM, or what's the best number for him? Is it 180 on DraftKings? It's probably the best number for him, honestly. Anybody in the chat? Let's see. Somebody. All right. Well, somebody help me out there. Right now, I'm going to say it's Lipsky 180 to 1 on DraftKings, but I kind of like that. Grayson Siggs playing good right now, man. He's playing some good golf. I'm really happy to see Grayson play well. 48th at the Sony. Kind of, I guess he kind of fizzled yesterday. 15th at the RSM. 25th here last year. 200 to 1 on DraftKings. That is interesting. Let's see, but these aren't names like that. I would like rush to bet right now that may be getting Ben Griffin at 200 to 1. As good as that kid keeps playing, my God, he is golfing his ball, as they like to say. Where's what's the best number on Griffin? Oh, here's Lipsky on MGM. Lipsky's 80 to 1 on MGM. He's 80 to 1 on MGM. What the crap? And he's wow. Where was he on FanDuel? He's 100 to 1 on FanDuel, 180 on DraftKings. Yeah. Okay. Ben Griffin 200 to 1 on DraftKings. I like that. I had him on the show. He said he didn't love Poa, which he's going to get this week, but it just may not matter right now with how he's rolling it, how he's playing, what he's got going on, what he's been up to. I can't find him on FanDuel. All right. Well, I like Ben Griffin at 200. Dang, dude. They got Lipsky. Okay. Another one I like, Austin Eckert. Interviewed Austin. That dude's good, man. His Corn Ferry Tour, sneaky good. Let me show you his Corn Ferry Tour, because one thing Tony Finau talked about at this place is how kind of being long and straight, having that. John Rahm talked about it too. The distance is a little bit more of a weapon here as long as you keep it in the fairway. Where is Austin Eckert on my Corn Ferry Tour rookies sheet? Come on. I'm having a really bad day, like finding stuff on the interwebs. Okay, he's at the top, of course, because of course he is. He ranked 27th in distance and 47th in accuracy on the Corn Ferry Tour last year. That's a really good total driving number. 7th in greens and reg, and 31st in putting, 24th in scrambling, 11th in birdie or better percentage. Like, dude's a stud. He's 300 to 1. Is that right? 300 to 1 on DraftKings. Like, that's enormous. Enormous. So I kind of like the Eckert play. All right, let's talk about what I really like. All right. So Putnam is now down to 45. That pisses me off. 45. Davis is down to 55, and Sahith is 60. God. All right. Official first clicks. Then I'll get to some questions in the chat. So if you guys have anybody you want me to look at in the chat, we'll go through it. Drop it in there. But here's picks I think we should click right now. I mean, Taylor Montgomery on FanDuel at 45 to 1. He's considerably longer than he is other places. I think that's fair. So Taylor Montgomery 45. Putnam at 45, man. It was literally 60 10 minutes ago. 10 minutes ago. I don't know, man. I don't know. Now my feelings are hurt. I don't know. I like the guy, but I don't know. 45 to 1. I don't know. And then I guess it's Davis still at 55 and Sahith at 60 on BetMGM. I do like both of those plays. Cam Davis 55, Sahith at 60, and I think we got to click those because those are probably going to get shorter. I think we click them. I think KH Lee on FanDuel at 65. I like it. I still like the way he's playing. I like the way he's rolling. He's making birdies. You just got to keep the bogeys off the card. Um, I like KH at 65. Now we're starting to get into kind of the bombs territory. JT at 90. JT posting at 90 on DraftKings. We have to click that. That will get shorter when DraftKings figures out they're way shorter than everybody else. You know, played the last 2 weeks, 21st place finishes both weeks. I don't see why not. Then it's kind of sticking around on the DraftKings side. I mean, Kirk at 110, I might have to look at that one a little more. My gut says to hit it at 110, but I'm not super committed yet. Lipsky at 180, I think we could hit 180 on DraftKings. It's just way longer than everywhere else. Feels like a good value. You don't have to put a whole lot on it to get a little, to get some units back. So I like it. I like Sig at 200 to 1, but I don't think we have to fire on that right now. Griffin at 200 to 1, I think we do have to fire on if you want it. And I think Eckroad at 300 to 1, you should fire on right now. I mean, those are bombs, but man, I mean, those guys are playing and they're playing all right. Ben Taylor is the other one who's on FanDuel, and he's 230 to 1 on FanDuel. I mean, the guy was literally in the last or second to last group yesterday on similar courses that just require precision and putting, and that's what he does. So I don't mind that. Oh, and the other one that I missed on FanDuel is Will Gordon at 100 to 1. I do think Gordon at 100 to 1 is interesting. So those are some first looks, guys, that I think if you want to hit them, you should hit them now. The Putnam thing pisses me off. All right. So let me get to the chat. We'll talk through some questions. Yeah, Darren. But Darren, yeah, rub it in. Happy you got Putnam at 90 to 1 in the UK 2 hours ago. Nick says Post is 55 on MGM. Yeah, I mean, on MGM and everywhere else, he was much shorter. So DraftKings is the one that's got him mispriced. I'm sure they'll figure it out here pretty soon. Darren, been on 225 to 1, 8th here in 2021, 12th at the Sony. Add the Scottsdale link. Yeah, dude. We just interviewed Ben on too. Love Ben on. I don't think that one's dropped yet, but it was a great interview. We had a great time with him. He was a lot of fun. The question mark with Ben on is always the putter, but I do think on Korn Ferry Tour last year, he got a lot better. He was 36th on the Korn Ferry Tour in putting average. He's also added distance, so that's nice. Irons have always been spot on. Scrambling has always been spot on. Driving accuracy on the Korn Ferry Tour last year was 106th, which we don't, obviously we don't love that, but let's see what he did. Been on, what did he do? Hyung Hung Bin. God, I can't freaking find Been on. I am having horrible luck finding people today. Byung, right? Byung. There he is. God dang it. Okay. What did he do? Sony. He gained a stroke off the tee at the Sony. He gained 6.9 putting. Wow. It was a spike week for Ben on. In fact, that was the best putting performance of 171 tournaments logged, according to Fantasy National. That was the best putting performance he's ever had. Yo. Okay. Any Killer Keith Mitchell love at 90 to 1? Probably not. I mean, I don't like that we're off Bermuda for Keith, so no, I don't think so. Nick, I'm betting Sahith till he wins. I know a lot of people are doing that. So sure. It looks like Chris also might have to add Sahith 66 to 1 on Bet Rivers. Okay, so if you can get Bet Rivers, hit that. Steve likes Eckroad at 300 to Brent. Sink 250 to 1, good at the Sony. Yeah, I mean, it's 250 to 1. Like, sure. Why not? Let's see. Looking for questions. Oh, thank you, Chris. Will Gordon 125 to 1 on Bet Rivers. First, Anthony likes Lee Hodges' first round leader. Hadwin's showdown play, according to Anthony. Alex, is Brian Harmon do one here? Brian Harmon, little little cockbite. That was his nickname in college. I'm not calling him that just randomly. Um, he's just not. He's just. Why is it that on Sunday afternoons he's just not there? He's just not there. I don't see him. He's not there. I don't know. I'm a little worried. Thoughts on SH at 150 to 1. Every time I say it, I want to say essay. What up, essay? I don't know. Meh. I don't know. I don't know. Like the young guy like that, I'd almost rather see him in contention a little bit. So maybe not. Mondo, what up, Mondo? Bats already has a 6th and a 7th this new season. New closed stance swing has added much better driving in greens and reg. Always a great putter. Tons of experience on the big stage. Why not? Wow, Mondo. Closed stance swing. I've not seen this. Can you elaborate? I've not. Now, a lot of people don't know this. DB was actually one of my first like off the beaten path golfers that I was a big fan of back in the day, even before Tour Junkies, was Aaron Baddeley. Really liked Aaron Baddeley. Followed him around one year at the Masters and walked with his father-in-law the whole round. Met his family. Just a great dude. And I always liked him, and I wanted him to do well. And he's always been an incredible putter. Yeah, like one of the best in the world every year on the PGA Tour. But just the ball striking has always been bad. He tried that. He was one of the first to go to that stack and tilt thing too a few years ago, like 10 years ago, and it jacked him up big time. So interesting that you bring him up. I mean, let's take a look at Aaron Baddeley. Record here, he's played here 3 times in the last 5 years, 2 missed cuts and an 18th, 6th at Bermuda, 39th at RSM, 7th at the Sony. Hitting 72% of his greens over the last 36 rounds. Hitting 59% of his fairways. That's interesting. I mean, I do love Badley. What's his number? He's probably really long. What a cool thing to have happen if he won again on the PGA Tour. That would just be awesome. Any love for Detry, or do we need to see more of him? Yeah, I mean, I do love Detry. Like overall for the year, I like Detry. I don't think I want him here. I don't. I don't think I want him here. Let's see, Thomas Detry. He's probably never played. Yeah, he's never played here. I like him better on courses. He's got a little more familiarity, and he can like rip it off the tee. Okay. Yeah, I mean, Darren, you're right. The tournament field is much stronger for sure. I mean, I said that up top. So, it may not be long shot season, but I mean, John Rahm's played here. Patrick Cantlay's played here a lot. I mean, Rahm has one, but okay. So, all right. So I think that's it. We're 50 minutes into this darn thing. I never meant for it to last this long, so I do apologize. I think tonight's show is going to be excellent because me and Pat are going to argue about some stuff because we argued about some stuff over the weekend, and finally I was like, you know what? Shut it. We're going to talk about this on the show because we're mad at each other about a couple things, and we're going to air it out, and we're going to have a good time. It'll be a good show. Thanks everybody who joined. Click the like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel if you've not already, and let's have a great week. See you tonight for the DraftKings and the betting previews, and let's bend over our